All right, my fellow Amazonians. Una good evening for all una. Happy Monday for all una. Happy Country Sunday for all una. Happy Ghost Town for all the Amazonian people there. I be una brother Asu, una the press secretary for the executive office for Governing Council of Amazonia. That means say I be the spokesperson for the office for the leader for a war of independence, Dr. Abacho. I don't come today for can salute all una. I don't come today for can talk and get a fresh how they talk for can get a new conversation with all una. But as I don't also come, the most important thing for all we today na Country Sunday. I want first of all take the time for salute all the Amazonian people them for all the 13 states for Amazonia. I want salute una as once again every Monday and today again when I don't do them. Collectively from our picking them. So to go reach for big papa and big mommy them. From our auntie them, our uncle them, our big brother them, our big sister them, our neighbor them. All man today is stay for house. Market closed, road they be closed, or motor park they be closed, Benz seeking people they close them, taxi people they close them, even the people there that work for the colonial state, where they get a government job, then too, they need to go work on Monday. All man stay for house, for observe the Independent Day goes down, who they call and say Country Sunday, for show the people their collective resistance, their collective effort as one people, for send one message to the world, say the people that they demand independence, now the people they want freedom, now the people they want their country back, now the people they want independence, now the people they want end Cameroun occupation, colonialism, and annexation of Amazonia. So a grassroots movement, a collective effort, and we salute our people them for this civil disobedience. I get plenty talk for today. The most important thing we're going to talk for all now wait till it happen for Biya for inside Switzerland. A big development it go on for Switzerland, and I want can give now an update on the situation for the situation for Switzerland. But before we go there, I get some other news where one can broken for now. News don't come out for inside the Federal Republic of Nigeria. News don't come out for there. Now Nigerian military this, now they are playing this for Nigerian Air Force. The Nigerian government, it don't send one of the Nigerian Air Force plane may go for northern Nigeria for go fight what they call and say massive kidnapping. As they send the plane where they call and say the Alpha Jet for northern Nigeria, this one just happened today for this evening for northern Nigeria. As they send the plane for day, make it go look, you go find all these Boko Haram, where they do a lot of kidnap school picking them and kidnap plenty people them. Now where they don't send this fighter jet, where they call and say the Alpha Jet. They send them for day. As they send them, the same people then where the Nigerian government say make the plane, it go fight them and stop kidnapping for northern Nigeria. As the plane, it say one go do the work. Now where the thief people them, those thief people them, those Boko Haram people them. Now then that they take those things the way that they shoot plane. They shoot the plane down. As we talk right now, the Nigerian fighter jet, where they call and say Alpha Jet, they don't shoot them down. The Boko Haram people, they don't shoot them down for Nigeria. So now where they talk say the spokesman for the Nigerian Air Force, he talk say the flight, the person where it be been at the pilot, it be been a flight Lieutenant Abba Yomi Dairo. The pilot, the name na Flight Lieutenant Abayomi Dairo. They talk say as they shoot the plane, since he get better training for Air Force, now he use parachute. He jump inside the plane before the plane one land for down me born. He the pilot, he jump for save his own life. So as he land down, he use the training the way he don't get him for escape the Boko Haram kidnappers. They not catch you. Now the development that where Nigerian government to don't face them for that side, for Nigeria. All right. The story for today, Paul Biya for big wahala. Over the weekend, the citizens of La République du Cameroun, the Cameroonais, where they don't be tired of Paul Biya, they don't be frustrated. Say for 40 years, the country don't become na dirty place. The country don't be full of sickness, diseases, dirty day everywhere. People not get water for drink, electricity no day, better schools no day, road no day, even money for pay civil servant, money no day, and unemployment it be one of the highest for inside Africa. And with the war for Amazonia, things they need to work out. So Paul Biya, it don't come out as I will be telling last week for say make it go for Switzerland, may go visit the international partners for see how they feel healthy, for make sure say what they go propose them, it will be acceptable and they will give you a backing. So Paul Biya decide for go Shidoni for that famous hotel for Switzerland, for Geneva, for Intercontinental Hotel for Geneva. Mr. Biya go Shidoni for enjoy life and for get meeting with a friend there. For so wait with the year, Mr. Biya also go there so that he doctor them. Doctors, they feel checky for make sure say get a few more days for leave. Now when citizens of La République du Cameroun, they say, Master Biya, no go get rest anymore. Any place where you go for this world, rest not there for you until he go back for La République du Cameroun, go face the people then and face the problem then we don't create them. Enough he create problems and then run the problem them. Go begin to enjoy the stolen money, the money we don't the thief and for the country. Go sit down for Intercontinental Hotel with hundreds of the government officials. They begin to burn money every night. Now we citizens of La République du Cameroun, they decide for visit Paul Biya for Geneva. According to news we get them, about 6,000 Cameroonais, they be go make a big protest for that side for Geneva. According to the news we hear. And from all we hear, even the Swiss newspaper, it move on. It talks say Paul Biya must go back for Cameroon. Now in this, now Swiss newspaper this. Now in that, where they don't put on, they say Paul Biya must go back for Cameroon. So even the Swiss themselves. And then a parliamentarian when Geneva na a constituency. One of the top parliamentarians then for Geneva, he himself talks, they say, every time we Paul Biya come for Switzerland, he comes stay for Geneva, the country they spend more money for security than the benefit where the country they get them for Paul Biya is stay for Geneva. So Paul Biya don't become now more of a problem, more of a security liability, more of a security issue for the Swiss government, for the city of Geneva, and for the people of Geneva. So one of those MP them, member of parliament for Switzerland, from Geneva area, it talk now say they say make the not leave and make Paul Biya ever come back for Geneva, and for the time where Paul Biya did it, make sure to make Paul Biya leave Geneva, and leave Switzerland as quickly as possible, because Paul Biya poses a social security threat to Geneva, to Switzerland, and to the inhabitants of that beautiful city. They say every time we Paul Biya did it, not too much drama, too much problem. The people of Switzerland, they don't need this nonsense. They don't need this man where the world no one catch a face and then the world no one see. It talks to make Paul Biya go back for a country, go face the problem. Now so the Swiss people themselves, they don't start talking. But the most interesting thing I want to tell you today, now actually what it don't happen today. Patrice Ngana, when I know Professor Patrice Ngana, the Cameroonese American citizen, where for 2018, he decided for venture into the country for go see what did happen for inside Amazonia. As I think say he did teach for one of the university then for the state of New York, either for Syracuse University or he teach for University of New York. I don't know the specific one. I go update one. If I make any mistake, I beg una forgive me. Either they teach for Syracuse University or University of New York. All right. It teach anthropology and I think say na writer. I think say they teach anthropology and literature for that university. So na a great man. Now that for 2018, he come for say make he go study what did happen for inside Amazonia, what did happen for what they call and say Northwest and Southwest. As he don't go gather all the evidence, don't go gather all the material. Now a great writer, all right. He don't now an award-winning writer. He don't go gather all the evidence for understand what the real problem where they go on the ground. So that when he come outside here, if he talk with authority and with evidence and facts. Now in that, the moment that the Republic of Cameroon government, you know, say they say, Mr. Patrice Ngana, he don't go for Amazonia, and he don't go do research. He don't go see how the war they go on, see the destruction, see the killing, see the behavior of the Cameroon occupation military. The moment Mr. Patrice Ngana want commodity, he'd already stay for La République and then he go for Amazonia. The moment he want come back for America, the colonial dictator, he take Mr. Patrice Ngana from the plane we want take off, carry him, go back for prison, lock Patrice Ngana, an American citizen and a professor for a top university for the United States. He catch, he go lock him. Now where the people of the United States say, you know, go do this nonsense with Wapikin. The university talk say, you know, go do this nonsense with our professor. The university also launched a protest against Paul Biya. The American government, he intervened immediately and he no overstay. They move Mr. Patrice Ngana. He come out outside here. That jail where he go, he make it become more famous than ever. And he helped for internationalize the Amazonian struggle. He helped for tell the world a lot of what Paul Biya did do and how the country did. So today, Mr. Patrice Ngana, he don't come out America. He go for Switzerland. Who say he go for Switzerland? He go for Geneva. Mr. Patrice Ngana decide for say he go for Switzerland, go for Geneva, for he for go face to face with Paul Biya. Paul Biya wahala day. All right. This big book man, when a poet, when a writer, a prolific writer, he come up. He say, he get a way, he get for go deal with Paul Biya. So he enter Switzerland, he enter Geneva, and then that hotel where Paul Biya did it. Now for day he to decide, say, he want go stay. Now Mr. Nganang this, pictures they don't come out from Mr. Nganang, where they for Switzerland. Pictures they don't come off outside, where Mr. Nganang they for Switzerland, for Patrice Nganang. Now Patrice Nganang this, for Intercontinental Hotel for Switzerland. He say one go visit Paul Biya. May he and Paul Biya, they meet up face to face. Now in that, inside Intercontinental Hotel, Mr. Nganang say he and Paul Biya, they must meet up face to face. And he, Mr. Nganang, he wants to see him. If the power where Paul Biya get him for Cameroon, Paul Biya fi exercise that same brutality and terrorism for inside Switzerland. The matter not end there. When Mr. Nganang enter inside Geneva and he go for Intercontinental Hotel, he tell the people for Intercontinental Hotel, say, he want a room opposite Paul Biya own room. Una di here? Mr. Ngana talk say, if Paul Biya stay on the right, he want the room we there for the other side. So Paul Biya there for this side, he want be for this side. Una di here? Una see sense? Patrice Ngana, he say he want a room directly across from Paul Biya own room. because he want set Paul Biya trap. He want use social psychology and pressure techniques. The fact say, if they give room, if they succeed for give a room across from Paul Biya, that night, Paul Biya no will sleep. If the people then for Intercontinental Hotel, they succeed for give Patrice Ngana room across from Paul Biya, make una know say the next day Paul Biya must pack it back, come out for that hotel. Because a man who don't catch you, lock him. Your gendarmes, your police, and your army, they torture you. You put it for a few days for Kondengi, or whatever, or their central prison, whatever. And then now, that same person, he there for one room across from you. How you go manage sleep? Patrice Ngana, a brilliant man. He want me Paul Biya get heart attack. He want me Paul Biya get hypertension, as soon as they call him. He want put anxiety for Paul Biya heart. We no go even talk one word. Just a presence for that hotel. It go cost Paul Biya and all the ministers and all Paul Biya security guard them. No man will fit sleep. It go make and Paul Biya go lost appetite. It go make and Paul Biya go to live with some kind of fear. The fear of the unknown. Paul Biya go only the thing about Patrice Ngana. What did Patrice be up to? Why they for the room across from him? What did the plan? And then what go happen the moment they open Paul Biya, the room for Paul Biya he own suite. Nice psychological torture. Nice stress-inducing strategy. Na way for give Paul Biya hypertension. And I wait for make sure say Biya no say sense it pass power. So Oga Patrice Ngana, pa your place day, man. Your place day, you get sense. You don't get that plenty book them for nothing. You get sense, man. You get sense. Now in this, we salute you for the work. Now in that, at the door that where they enter the hotel. So for inside La République du Cameroun. So news don't go reach for La République. Mr. Dieudonné Essome, or Essombe, I think I named that. That man when the Cameroonese activist where they make Paul Biya need to sleep. When I hear what he to talk about Paul Biya a visit for Switzerland, more play a video. When I hear
de personnes, est-ce que au départ de cette manifestation, on attendait 6000 personnes à Genève. Finalement, on parle d'une centaine de personnes. Est-ce que ce groupuscule de personnes, quelles que soient leurs revendications, a le droit d'interdire de séjour en Europe un président de la République élu par ces populations?
Non, vous posez des questions biaisées. D'abord, on dit une centaine, mais il ne faut pas oublier que la manifestation a été interdite. Donc, il est même possible que si on ne l'avait pas interdite, on aurait pu avoir 6000. Mais nous sommes en Suisse, et quand la Suisse dit que, quel que soit le cas, je ne veux pas vous voir, ils ne peuvent pas se rebeller.
Et pourtant, ils étaient là.
Non, il y a peut-être une petite frange marginale qui viendra. Mais moi, je crois que vous chantez des hosannas sur un phénomène qui devrait plutôt attirer des frayeurs. Nous sommes ici devant la deuxième manifestation communautaire contre l'État. La première étant la session anglophone. Chaque segment communautaire va manifester son hostilité à l'État avec ses moyens.
Là-bas, c'est communautaire?
Bien sûr, là-bas, c'est bamilqué. C'est en tout cas le noyau. C'est les gens de Camto. Qu'ils soient derrière du MRC ou non. C'est la manifestation de la communauté bamilité qui se sent très mal dans ce système. On va pas, moi je ne suis pas de ceux qui masquent les faits. Je ne suis pas avec vous dans ça. Les anglophones,
Over the past few months, we don't educate all our people them about the problems we Cameroun get them and how the Bamileke block it go be na another fire we go start for Cameroun. Now when Mr. Diodone now, he talk am, he tell them say, look, all those people when I see them, they go to do that protest for Geneva or for Paris. Now people them way, majority of them, now the Bamileke people them, we probably a thief election from Kamto. Now people the way they support Maurice Kamto and they fight for Maurice Kamto. So majority of them now the Bamileke people them. Now the thing that we try for make Camerooners they understand. See after the Ambazonian people them, where they get fire for their heart, the next set of people where they chop fire for inside La République. Now the Bamilekes. Now then they run the whole this protest them. The normal Douala Betty Boulou Cameroonese. That one they're not there for all those things. They don't care whether the country they broke, they don't care. So now the warning that way, it tell the Cameroonese. Say me not only see this thing like saying a normal, that's on just a protest for Geneva. But me understand say the Bamileke something that happen among the Bamileke people them and in terms of the organization. When I hear what he talk.
Les Bamileke, c'est la manifestation de la communauté Bamileke qui se sent très mal dans ce système. On va pas, moi je ne suis pas de ceux qui masquent les faits. Je ne suis pas avec vous dans ça. Les anglophones ont pris les armes. Les Bamileke, ils ne peuvent pas prendre les armes. Mais ils ont aussi leurs moyens d'action. Vous attendez quoi? Vous attendez que peut-être les Nordiques prennent les armes, descendent à Yaoundé pour commencer à comprendre que le système tel qu'il est ne marche plus. Le système ne marche plus.
Mr. Diodone, he asked the citizens of La République du Cameroun, he asked them, say, Ambazonians, which they call and say Anglophones, they don't pick up guns for fight the system and take themselves out of the system. The Bamileke that they protest. Now we the turn ask Cameroonese. He ask and say, we now want make Ambazonia, they live their own fight for their freedom. We now want me they carry those guns, they enter for Yaoundé. Before we now go know say something they happen, we now the wait now waiting. Now the question that they ask Cameroonese. Cameroonese that they wait now waiting. When the system don't collapse, the system don't be weak, the mad king, it don't be so weak, the army be weak, they be weak, police they be weak, gendarme they be weak, Ambazonia don't destroy the state. Now we the ask them say, when they wait na Ambazonia them, make the finish or liberate Ambazonia, and then carry guns, bring them for Yaoundé, for come put them for una nose, before una woke up. Now the question that way, Mr. Diodone, he ask the Cameroonese.
Nous avons déjà deux manifestations, mais ils ont aussi leurs moyens d'action. Vous attendez quoi? Vous attendez que peut-être les Nordiques prennent les armes, descendent à Yaoundé pour commencer à comprendre que le système tel qu'il est ne marche plus. Le système ne marche plus. Nous avons déjà deux manifestations communautaires violentes. Vous attendez une troisième? La troisième aura quelle forme? Celle des anglophones, c'est la forme de la sécession. Celle des Bamileke, c'est la forme d'une contestation. Même à l'étranger, ce qu'on n'a jamais vu, comme le Tagné. On n'a jamais vu des gens, des citoyens aller contester un chef d'État à l'extérieur. Donc c'est une extrême violence. Mais c'est une violence qui prend une autre dimension. Vous attendez peut-être que les Nordistes descendent avec les armes pour comprendre que le système tel qu'il est formaté ne marche plus. Vous passez votre temps à vous cacher derrière votre petit doigt, une petite manifestation. Non, c'est grave ce qui s'est passé en Suisse. C'est très grave. Ici, nous ne sommes pas dans l'ordre du droit. Est-ce que tu as là le droit? Il n'y a pas, on ne peut pas. Nous sommes tous des Camerounais. il ne revient pas à un corps de donner le droit aux ordres. Lorsque vous êtes dans un environnement où chacun ne peut pas exprimer son droit, eh bien le droit va s'exprimer d'une autre manière. Les anglophones, on leur a refusé le droit de gérer de manière autonome leur région. Ils ont pris les armes. Les Bamileke, on a refusé de discuter avec eux. Ils se manifestent. Les autres, vous savez qu'ils vont se manifester comment? Aujourd'hui, nous sommes dans un système où la crise économique est là, la crise politique est là, la crise sociale est là. Et même si le président Biya n'est pas contesté en tant qu'ayant gagné les élections. Mais quelle est la signification des élections dans un environnement bloqué par une entropie généralisée, c'est-à-dire une sorte de désordre généralisé sur lesquels on ne s'entend pas sur les fondamentaux? Je vous rappelle que les élections ne sont pas, même les élections libres ne sont pas le signe de la démocratie. Hein. Dans la Rome antique, on élisait les dictateurs. C'est-à-dire la population devant une situation grave disait qu'on ne peut plus fonctionner sur la démocratie. Nous élisons un dictateur, c'est-à-dire quelqu'un qui va nous dicter l'ordre pendant 6 mois. Et c'était les élections. Donc les élections, sans un dispositif institutionnel réellement démocratique, c'est-à-dire qui permet la participation de tous, non seulement dans l'Est.
So for when I hear the Egyptian language, when I hear that they are Bulu French, it talks they say Ambazonians they don't pick guns. The battle like the Republic of Cameroun, the Bamileke they don't the protest. The people for Douala and Yaoundé, or the Bassa Bulu people them, they wait now they notice them, they notice they start their own war before then they understand say the whole system don't scatter. Or they wait now say, you know, they will do another election. Now we tell them say the state don't scatter politically, socially, economically. So it don't make any sense for say for inside this chaos. Some people they talk about how they go conduct election and then try to change things. Now they talk say Cameroon need a total transformation and it need for being automatic. And sometimes they go for suspend all these things until they create a system of order where they take out the dictator and then they put a system where if he impose order and then they create conditions where they be favorable for elections where every single person, if he participate for accept those elections for be democratic. So if the Camerooners, they waited somehow, some way, with all this palaver them, the war for Ambazonia, where they still try to figure out how for approach them, they use a very lukewarm approach, and then with their own internal problems, they not handle them. But they talk about some kind things like the right for vote, democracy, and stuff like that. When people, their lives, they don't matter anymore. The reason why they bring on all these, like the public, their videos, if I make we understand the psychology of the state and the psychology of the citizens of the colonial state, then you go know who's for push the button them. Now, which button they need for push them? They call and say leverage. Now, which kind of actions they will need for take a more? For push things them. Masabia Day for Switzerland. Patrice gonna digi psychological torture and stress. If you don't look what it don't happen for the landscape of Ambazonia War of Independence over the last 2 months. The last 2 months might be very easy for La République du Cameroun. The explosives, the technologies of the IED, they don't teach La République du Cameroun a good lesson. And when I don't see how their armor car, they don't reduce for work of Ambazonia. They don't significantly reduce for even move with armor car than for Ambazonia. The number of massacres with La République, army, police, and gendarme, they don't commit them for Ambazonia. In the last 3 months, they don't reduce to almost 90%. Now the power of the strategy that So if you reduce the number of massacres to almost 90%, how many lives they don't be safe? How many Ambazonians their lives they don't be safe? Because one of their massacre them, sometimes they kill 30 people them. Someone they kill 10. Someone they kill 15. And if you reduce them by 90%, now a big achievement that. But I know say for most of people then, when I need to take the time for things like this, that's why we take the time for bring one of this quantifiable education. So that when I begin to know say for win, it not necessarily means say La Republic just need for live. Most of the time, Ambazonia they win. But what people need to feel the winning because people don't know how to communicate. People don't know how to communicate information. They don't know how to extract quality information and then communicate that information for the way it be meaningful, for the way it be impactful, for the way it be relevant to the people then. So that the people they begin to see the point of their own successes. Imagine you reduce massacres to about 90%. Hundreds of lives, if not thousands, they don't be saved by the strategy for take out those La République de Cameroun ammo cars. And that's why the leader will insist on with the Ambazonian people the need for the ADF for create that technology and then distribute that technology across Ambazonia so that it be accessible for all the forces them. Because it be now for the benefit of Ambazonia, now a collective effort. But some people that they use them like some small competition between this and that. All right. So when I don't see how that technology don't be spread across Ambazonia and they don't reduce La République movement into what villages. Now you reduce the number of massacres to 90%. We don't also reduce their ability for born villages to how many percent? Over the last 3 months, now only very few houses Cameroon military don't burn them. So imagine how much money that strategy alone don't save the Ambazonian people them. Imagine how many people them, they don't prevent them for become homeless. Brain, sense, a very important thing. So all these things them, now they winning them this on Ambazonia. And now some of the defeat them this way if you see and so don't defeat La République de Cameroun because you don't weaken their ability for even fight. By weakening their ability for move around. I hope so now all man feel appreciate the use of those IEDs. And why they be make a big component for the fight for now. Now we need to do more. The number one problem with the Ambazonian people that they face them now. And I want to make all Wamami them and all the people that they get sense where they believe for truth. The number one problem where would they face them now, not being La République du Cameroun. The number one problem where Ambazonia they face them, not being a Cameroon military, be police or gendarme. The number one obstacle for the war on the ground. Now these people them, will they be paid by CPDM elites through the SACO IG for begin to push in fighting on what people them. Now the number one problem that way Ambazonia they face them. Now the number one problem that way it is slow the progress of the fighting on the ground. So those people them, when they make videos, they pay them $500, they give them $1,000, sometimes they give them only $200, and they go come put video for outside, can't shout, say me I be commissioner, Ambazonians, I be commissioner, and I be head of county, And I don't call say, may they kill these fighters, may they kill these fighters, may they kill these fighters. And then may they also kill any person for a village where he support these fighters. And may they kill any family where he support those fighters. Now the number one problem that way Ambazonia they face. And for all when I want to be people them of good conscience, when they do these things, for some of when they look and say, oh, when they attack the AGOFC and they attack the ADF, they attack not them. They do them for your revolution. They do them for your liberation. AGOFC na an institution for liberate Ambazonia. The ADF now the primary force where it designs self-defense, promote the ideology of self-defense, create self-defense, train all the top generals and commanders on the ground on self-defense. Now the papa and mommy for self-defense. So when they attack the ADF, they indirectly attack the pillar of your own liberation. So if you celebrate the attacks on ADF, you sabotage na your own progress. They call it self-sabotage. If you celebrate, say some person call for the killings of fighters. They're calling for the killings of fighters. Now they're calling to stop your liberation. They're calling for the killings of generals. Now they're calling for end your liberation. Those their videos where they make them. They push them. Now for stop the liberation so that Ambazonia go get premature negotiation with Cameroun. Now the whole ideology that all the push where they push for disrupt the fighters for Guzang, may they not focus on the liberation. Now for disrupt fighters, instead of focusing for fight La République du Cameroun, they go use the resources where they get them for defend themselves, protect themselves, and be for defensive positions and waste all their time for be on the watch from internal threats instead of a focus on offensive actions. Now the number one problem this where Ambazonia they face am. It is slow the war down. May I tell you something? Over the weekend, the Supreme General of Ambazonia Defense Forces, the Supreme Commander, General Efa, with one of the contingents, one part of the Akamatsu forces, the special forces, they be there for the state of Manu. When I hear fine, the Supreme Commander of Ambazonia Defense Forces, General Efa, for this weekend, for Friday night, the Supreme Commander be there for the state of Manu. For take over a strategic place for Manu. With a lot of the special forces there. They battle La République du Cameroun all night, battle La République du Cameroun all morning, for capture that place. It be been a B base. Now one of the biggest B base for Manu. They battled them all Friday night. So that the fit finally kick the B them out, capture that place, and then burn them. He woke up for morning time. They continue for fight La République du Cameroun. Now by afternoon, the Supreme Commander did get a call. Say the forces, the ADF forces for Guzang, they under attack from inside. Grandpa Devo, the ADF general for the state of Momo, he be there for other part of Manu, for Upper Banyang, for Manu. They attack a gendarmerie brigade for Upper Banyang. While they there for battle, they fight so that the Supreme Commander and the forces, they there for one part of Manu for capture the big B base for Manu. The commander for Momo, General Grandpa Sumanguru, he there for Upper Banyang, they want try for capture the gendarmerie headquarters for Upper Banya with a contingent of the stabilization forces. In the middle of their battle, they get called. So the ADF forces for Guzan, they under attack. Both of those attacks, they get for be aborted. The big general get for come back for the ADF headquarters. The General Grandpa Sumanguru, they get for abort the mission. So that may they come back for Guzan, for make sure so they provide leadership and stabilize the community for Guzan. So, if you need to understand what is Sakodi doing for una, now you understand. If you need to understand these people, they call for the killing of general, the killing of soldiers, for instigate this inside attack, now the consequences then this to the Ambazonian people. They slow a war of independence down. So any Ambazonian, where you support these people, then share their video, and you contribute money for them. You do those things now for stop Ambazonian liberation, make it end prematurely, now for kill fighters who they need for liberate the land, and give La République du Cameroun back the opportunity for reoccupy Ambazonia. Now their whole game this. Now the game this where the CPDM elites, they use these people that they never even learn for brush their teeth. They use these new junkies. Now they go this for disrupt the liberation from inside. Una be very careful. Una be extremely careful. If una not use una head for think critically, the Ambazonian people will pay a big price for their stupidity and for tolerate junkies. Now, generals, they don't abandon fight halfway. Two big fight. This weekend, imagine if they be captured at B base and they capture the gendarme station. They get for stop the fight halfway. For run, come back for Guzan so that they can provide leadership and stabilize the community and solve the problem. Who be in the loss? Ambazonia. Who be in the game? Cameroun. Now we understand the game. With more than 5,000 bullets, what they use them for the two mission, everything don't lost. With all the movement of troops and equipment, everything lost because the mission did not be accomplished. But the challenges in that one, Ambazonia did face them. The leader be talking. A liberation is not a walk in the park. If una be things go easy, the biggest problem not in Cameroun. Not the infiltrators. Not the spoilers. Una woke up and una wise. Now una liberation. Wait till una accept them, go be na wait till una get them. Wait till una tolerate them, go define what you wanna get them at the end. The choice now on our own. As for we, the leader will continue to do it best for the Ambazonian people them. Will continue for preach, working together, for bring all the top generals and commanders them for working together. The strategy of the ADF, it don't be a one of peaceful coexistence for all the forces them. For any person for do a part. And for channel our energies for fight a common enemy. Now they no one fight a common enemy. Now they want turn now for inside fight. I want call on people like the grandpa of Bali for step up and show leadership. I want call General Okoro for step up and show leadership. I want call on General Ten Kobo. Una step up and show leadership. When una dey see other forces they be attack, why grandpa for Bali she don't quiet? When Chris Anu and Samuel Sako and a gang of criminals they call for the killings of fighters and for instigate infighting, wait till they make grandpa of Bali she don't quiet. Wait till they make General Okoro she don't quiet. Wait till they make General Tenkobo she don't quiet. Even you, General No Pity. Wait till they make you want to hear these kind of things when I should not quiet. Una show leadership. We call for all una for come outside, make video and denounce the calling of killings of soldiers by soldiers. Una must show leadership for down. If una not fit reject those things, then una dey accept those things for back. Una must publicly all una for reject and denounce these acts. Una must show leadership. Because for ground, now una be the leaders. So when people they call for anti-liberation actions, where it go disrupt una work for ground. It make una not trust each other. It make una be fearful of each other. Una two must speak up. Grandpa, we expect you for speak up as grandpa. General Koro, we expect you for speak up as General Koro. General Tenkobo, we expect you for speak up. General Sagad, we expect you for speak up. Not be only ADF get for speak up. Even the forces for AMF, we expect una for speak up. I'm gonna talk this for today. Una get a good night. I'm done. All right. When I get a beautiful night, when I get a good evening, when I get a restful evening, I'll talk with you tomorrow. Good night.